super quick, and the reason why I'm filming it this way is because I don't have the shirt on, otherwise I'd show you myself with a shirt on. Anyways, last night I didn't record much or do much. Number one, I didn't have anything going on, and number two, I felt like complete crap. Worse than I've ever felt this week so far. I kept blowing my nose, I drank some tea and stuff like that, so hopefully I feel better by the end of the day. I feel a little bit better today than I did yesterday and the day before, but I don't know what it is. It's just all in my head, like so much pressure in my head, and I mean, I'm working through it, so I get through the day. I'll try to record a little bit at work. I actually think I might actually ask to go home early because I really don't feel good, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Hey guys, so I actually came home early. I was up at 9 o'clock in the morning just trying to make myself feel better. It's now 2:43. I went to work at 12:30, but I started getting ready at 10:30, and you know, I woke up I felt good because last night I took some medicine, I drank some tea, but then like from 9:30 on, everything progressively got worse. Like, I feel worse than I did yesterday. I sound worse. So I actually had somebody in my book today. I do hair, if you didn't know. But I had somebody in my book today, but my boss was like, just go home, because number one, he's like a germaphobe, and then number two, I just didn't feel good. It wasn't good news. I wasn't feeling too hot, so he sent me home. I had to wipe down everything I touched, like my station and stuff like that, but I came home, and my dad picked me up. I came home because he was like, let's go get you some soup. So, got some soup, and I just got done eating. I was drinking tea, I just realized I drank it all. But I think I'm just gonna rest up. I don't know, I might use my Jaclyn Hill palette later and talk to you guys while I do a cool makeup look or something. Do you see this straight piece of hair? It's just, never mind. But yeah, I might do that later, but for now I'm gonna take my makeup off and rest up and just take it easy for the rest of the day because I do have to go to work tomorrow. Hopefully I'll feel better by then. But for now, I'm gonna take it easy, take it slow, and just lay low for a minute. So I'll keep you guys updated what I'm gonna do, but for now, I'm just gonna take it easy. I feel like this is boring for the first actual video so far, but it's because I don't feel good. I do have a fun video for Sunday. I do have a real fun video for Sunday, and I can't wait for you guys to see that. So, he's my Geeky. I have two Geekies, but this one, he loves me the most. My other cat loves me when I feed him. And this is the other pet I feed. Sometimes if she's being nice. But he loves us. He came to hang out with me. I think he knows I don't feel good. He's been following me. Ariel, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ariel.
Alright. Have a good day. Make sure you close the door. You're making my Gigi. I love you. So I have two cats, but this guy hangs out with me a ton. When we first got our cats, they were so young we couldn't tell if they were boys or girls. But it turns out they're boys. But when we first got them, we just automatically assumed, because honestly they look like girls. When we first got them, we thought they were girls, so we gave them girl names. I mean, you know, there's no girl name out there, but because, you know, I'm just don't want to seem like I'm gender stereotyping or whatever. I just don't want to seem like that. Where you going? Oh, he's stretching. But yeah, when we first got them, they kind of look like girls, so we were like, yeah, we'll give them, you know, girl names. So his name originally was gonna be Iris. And then I have a little black kitty, and we were gonna name him Luna. But they're boys, so we kind of went with like Milo and Ollie. So this would have been this little gray cat I have with me. He's kneading at my blanket. His name would have been, well, his name is, but we really don't call him a name. His name is Milo. And my little black kitty is Ollie. Most of the time we just call this guy fat boy, and then downstairs my little black kitty, he's pretty weird, so we call him Weirdo too. So we know they're boys and we love them very much, and they don't really have a name, but yeah. Hey my sweet Kiki. I love him a lot. I think he knows I'm sick because he hasn't left my side since I came home. And this morning, he was actually, when I recorded this morning, he was actually laying in bed with me. And while I was doing my makeup and getting ready, he was laying on my bed. And he was there the whole time. Right, baby? Right, buddy? He's so sweet. No? Aw, thank you. He's very chubby. He's bigger than my little black cat. We actually think my black cat might have something wrong with him. We're not sure what it is, but he's definitely my little black cat. He's lighter, he's a little skinnier. And he honestly doesn't like to be around people. Like, he'll come out when there's people around, but he won't, like, it's like, don't touch him. He does not like to be touched. He's not feisty where he like swats at you, but he'll definitely like move away if you try to touch him and interact with him. He's not one for like interaction, but he'll definitely look at you and just be like, hey, but he won't. He doesn't want to be touched. They're friendly cats. It's just like my little black kitty doesn't like to be touched. He'll run away. But this guy, he makes himself comfortable around anybody. Right, Geeky? Right, buddy? He's laying down now. Yeah, make yourself comfy. He's the sweetest little guy. He's gonna start cleaning himself now. He does this like literally 5 times a day. Oh, he's on your paw. He's licking me. He's so sweet. But yeah, this is my cat. This is my cat right here. I'll show you guys when and if he comes around. I'll show you my little black kitty. I'm wearing a different shirt because I actually have I have pictures this coming Wednesday for my salon's website. Don't worry, this won't turn into like a makeup channel or a hair channel. I will definitely keep it to where it's just like a lifestyle where you get to see me and my life. But don't think I'm not going to include that stuff sometimes. It's not going to be like an everyday thing where I post a different look every day or do different hair every day. I'm going to include those things, but it's not going to be like, that's all I do. But yeah, I was trying different shirts on because we have pictures from my salon's website on, we're moving all the dates to Wednesday because this week, weather-wise, we only had really one good day for pictures. So we had to move them to Wednesday because Wednesday's looking pretty good. So yeah, and now I'm gonna do my makeup with the Jaclyn Hill palette I bought. I know, I feel like I'm so behind on all that stuff. Like, almost every makeup artist has a 35O or like a Jaclyn Hill palette, and I don't have either. I didn't have either of those until recently. I wanted to buy both the 35O and the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I only had enough cash for one of them, so I went with the Jaclyn Hill palette because it has those pops of color in it. I do have the 35B, so maybe I should have went with the 35O, but yeah, I want to mess around with it, see what I get, see if I can do my makeup real nice for the website, even though I don't want to look too different because I literally do the same makeup every day. I just don't want to look too different, you know, like, I definitely don't wear eye makeup every day, but I put a little bit of highlighter on my eye, maybe something just to define the eye. I don't know, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know what it is I'm gonna do with my makeup. Okay, so I just finished my makeup. My hair's a little dry right now, sorry. I let it air dry, so like this part here is super dry. It's because I lighten my hair all the time, and it's probably not good for my curls, but I'm taking it easy. I haven't done it in 2 months now, so I'm taking it easy. Yeah. So I did my makeup. It's like, I didn't want it to be like too different from my everyday makeup, because I don't wear any eye makeup. Like, of course, like I conceal and eye powder over that, but I don't usually wear eye makeup on top of it. I just kind of like take my highlighting brush and go over my eye with whatever's left on it after I highlight. So I didn't want it to look too different. And then my lipstick, I know in the picture it's gonna come up not as vibrant, but I kind of wanted just one solid tone for my lips. This is the color, hold on. This is the color, this is the Everlasting Liquid Lip from Kat Von D. Oh my god. This print is literally like, what is that? It's in the color Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the color Lolita. And it's like, it's very similar to my lip color. It's just all one color now, so it doesn't have like, I know in the corners of my lips it's a little darker, and then around my mouth has like the line of my natural lip color. So there's no dimension there. And then for my eyes, I chose to do the Jaclyn Hill palette. I did a little, like a very soft yellow moment because gold tones look really good on my skin. Oh, my phone is dying. So yeah, I just did like, I didn't want it to look too different from what I do. I wanted to look like pleasing to the eye. And then I'm definitely gonna wear this shirt, this necklace. My hair's gonna look something like this, just not as messy, because I've been playing around with it ever since I got home. Oh my god. But yeah, guys, so that is all I have for you guys today. I know it's super boring. I'll have another video out Saturday, because that's how I plan to have it. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then Sundays, I'll be doing something almost every Sunday with one of my really good friends. Her name's Anais. I can't wait to rekindle with her. We actually, this isn't the end of the story yet. So we actually, her and I, we go way back. We used to attend this daycare together where during the summer we would be there all day, and we would do arts and crafts, and sometimes we even put on plays with, you know, the other kids in the class. And then when school came around, I'm sorry I keep sniffling, I'm sick. And then when school came around, we would go there after school because our parents work super late, so we would be there from like anywhere to 2:30 to 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So we'd be there for a really long time, and sometimes her and I would be the last ones to be at the daycare center because our parents did work really late. So her and I kind of like once, I'd say 8th grade year, we kind of just stopped talking to each other, only because it's like in 8th grade you're put into this massive school with a bunch of kids from all around the city. So we live in the city of Easton, but it has like 4 different areas that are kind of like branched off from Easton. So it's like there's Easton kids, and then there's Palmer, that from the Palmer elementary schools that go to the Easton High School, and then there's Forks kids, and then there's sometimes a little bit of Wilson. It all depends on where in Wilson you live. So we were all kind of in middle school. Once you hit 5th grade, you're kind of thrown into this massive school of all the little, you know, areas of Easton. All those kids kind of come together in middle school. And we kind of, you know, made our own friends, found our own things. I was super weird, she wasn't. But I'd say 5th through 7th grade, we well, not 5th through 7th grade. We were actually friends 4th through 7th grade and a little bit of 8th grade, but it wasn't anything crazy. And we shared the same love for One Direction, and then we just kind of stayed friends, you know, those few years. And then 8th grade, we just, you know, like I said, found our own likings, got into our own groups. And then 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, we all just stopped talking. Like, when we saw each other, we never ended on bad terms, we just stopped. But when we saw each other, it was always like good. Like, it was always a good laugh. We would always laugh. But it wasn't like an outside of school thing where we were friends. And I actually blame it on because I moved away. Her and I used to be neighbors. It was crazy. We used to be right next to each other. Well, we used to say she lived in my backyard because I could cut through my backyard over to her house. So I think that's why we had our falling off, because I moved over here end of my 8th grade year. So we weren't able to hang out. And recently we've had this friend who needs help, and we've been helping her out and stuff like that. And we kind of rekindled because that friend needed our help, and we kind of came together from that. And she's being graduated from high school. You realize people don't say or mean what they actually. You realize after high school, people don't really stay as friends. You guys kind of just have each other on Snapchat, have each other on Instagram. When I graduated high school, I only had 3 really good friends. And I thought they were, you know, after high school we were definitely going to stay together because I moved over town to where they live, and we all live super close, but we literally don't see each other anymore. And one of my friends actually moved to Florida, so she's down there. She comes up sometimes to see her girlfriend, but we never hang out like we said we would, but never bad terms. That's the thing. I never burn bridges. I never leave on bad terms with anybody I was friends with in the past. So, when Anais and I reconnected, we kind of just, it was actually 2 nights ago, we talked on the phone, and we just had laughs, and we remembered, like, what the fuck ever happened? Well, I know it happened. I moved away, but it's like, why did we ever stop talking even though I moved away? With that being said, and that phone call happening, we were like, we need to do something. And I was like, when? Like, what are you doing now? Do you want to go grab a bite? She's like, I'm actually in for the night, but when are you off? And I was like, Sundays are my days off. And she's like, Sundays are my days off too. And I was like, that's so lit. So we are making a plan that we're gonna do something fun every Sunday, whether it's eating, traveling, or having, like, just going to do fun activities. We're gonna do something together as friends. So I'm super excited for that because I don't really get out the house unless it's like work or family things, and those are always fun, don't get me wrong, but going out with a friend and actually having fun and doing something that we both like, we are both people that want to try new things, that's awesome. Like, having a little partner in crime other than my sister. Don't get me wrong, I love my sister, but I'm excited to rekindle that friendship, you know, just having that best friend that you can always go to and be like, oh my god, like, yes. So I'm excited, and of course I'll get more into, like, my friendships and my life once I get into this YouTube series. You guys will see me and a good friend, her name's Abby. You guys will see her on Saturday, so I'm super excited about Sunday and about these new videos I've planned for you guys. So stay tuned. Now this is where I say goodbye. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe down below. I'll be back on Saturday. So yes, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. to show you guys my kitty. He's been laying like this for like an hour and a half. Oh! You moved! I thought you were dead. Okay. Bye.